morning, Ananda.
Oh, yeah.
Moya power, and a power hit power.
My bread. Muswan ma course. Moan ma course. He say Moya in my din.
Who's investigation is ongoing now. It's too early for you to start mentioning some names. So by the time I make the investigation, not names naming now, then I'm a tournament. Recently, Attorney General, a transparency or the case somebody who in conformity, Argentina, Attorney General political in the face of public opinion. So this is our case on court. So at every stage of the investigation, we know which information we have to release out to the public.
My challenge is how our investigations a bit me the 1 year. I am saying this because of precedent. Precedent, for example, Enrana Minya say president say Bupe share nuts Ejurigano omunya investigation. But me ankasa personally and the MPP me the general manager no share sa inkutone so wo Bupe hono. Eko Shraj katre ni say de me de coin ni emra wom ti ontua sasika no 1.5 million na won so de koto nkuto e wo Burkina Faso. Nkuto na amba sika nso ama 15 billion we nipa bako. Shraj katre ni say onfa nkuto ne eni sika ni nyina ambra wanfa ma bepem ne me ba Facebook afatu Facebook e wo ho. It sometimes ye mu be ye frustrated say obi adiga na sika. Since 2019, 2020, I'm doing more course. Bepim ne, there's no justice. I'm a buy now, not to no court. I think the president and so see any investigation. But meanwhile, we have somebody where we are 1.5 million. So sometimes we get frustrated because we want to say, oh, you go see investigation. I did 2-3 years now. For Captain Jabari, we also you go so eshe. That is where the challenge is. But the Emra Galamseyers so. Yes, say mutu because of mumu to nintino. They say no Galamseyers fight no. Munti minye enti John Mahama promises say Galamseyers no betu ase no he say mumutu enti MP before no so bomu tiri so o ka den ne fa ho
na unte Nhyira fight no one fan yet to concept ya interpretation by ya hard Galamseyers no currently your issue about conform to Galamseyers our forest reserve na your first NDC Mills Mahama administration, I led the task force during the anti-Galamseyers fight. Sebi. At that point, there was no single mining in any forest reserves within the Ashanti region. Within that administration, nobody was giving any permit to do even a single mining in any forest in Ashanti region. So that that concept say the mining or forest reserves was introduced by the just past administration. And to craft forest reserves are almost in Remu 2 years, 1 year, 7 months, 6 months ago na time for finding a Remu. And at that time, we were in but within a space of 3 months, all those forest reserves, we have reclaimed them back from illegal miners. Now, the fight against Galamseyers, sometimes when you're tactful, no one strategizing. Where's all in different sports are now why a little bit confused. Into military, and my say, Jumano, you share with the forest reserve. And I can tell you confidently that part of the mission, the issue of water body.
Captain Tobias Kakra, we say in Ashanti region, one na omuwo forest reserve any kwansi nipa kohono. Obia ni hosisia.
Obia ni hosisia minya.
Ba mo ko na nkofo bi ni namu.
Oh, say ko no forest reserve se na nkofo wo. Se be mo chat so mo ye mine no. A year, 6 months ago, people inside that said they use some of the Pia Bontia. All the forest reserves are clean of illegal miners. You see, and you say next week, the media for forest reserves, I could share into Patrick, a deep commotion, invite to journey on this store of all the forest reserves. You look forest reserves, forest gas, forest commission for get your home, the length of destruction, my fly drone, no matter the level of devastation, no matter destroy forest, no matter so be woman not to be, and we are going to do that in all the forest reserves within Ashanti region. You better in Kasanokra, only radio. We want us to go physically on the ground. And some of you who are who are part of this anti-Galamsey campaign, you go on ground and see physically what is happening on the ground.
So, maybe say me NDC for no so yatete se omunso ye Galamsey no eno monte yana.
And yes, again, but unfortunately, it looks like Tiano Galamsey claims to have ties with the NDC. They catch a to look constituency or constituency chairman of other political party, and he's claiming ties with the NDC. So that's something that if you're a ruling government, that everybody wants to be associated with you, who has to get fevers. Meaning pure MPP from here Galamsey. So that is not part of the question. Galamsey does not have NDC or MPP color. If you are doing Galamsey and the area that you are NDC or MPP or CDP or Nana Joint or whatever, So the political color does not come part of it. They say forest Okuma Ebecho. Oye Galamsey, show eti Ebecho. Oye Galamsey, major road network, Yebecho. Oye Galamsey, what directly issue, Yebecho. Oye Galamsey, I said you are not doing reclamation, which is not part of this area, Yebecho. Whether you are NDC, MPP, Jantua, Captain Jabari, Minister, whoever you are, Yebecho. Those are the parameters we are working with.
Na Moshe Asiese Moko Galamsey, wa personally. We experience I saying the new meaning say wakumbia from the military point, but now we Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator. Ashanti region so now pe Galamsey ya only any Western phone na just say ye compete no. At the end who so far?
The new aspect in terms of the fight and the forest reserve ya GFP Galamsey for them. They are moving in quickly to do reclamation and afforestation, the people will go back. That is an aspect that we as a government must tackle. Because it's not only that you have moved them out of the forest. People are still looking for food. And when you leave it there for a very long time, they are tempted to go back to those areas to go and do the mining. So that's the aspect any regional minister and land minister said. As earlier, I said you go fully through on them. Reclamation efforts and reforestation must start in earnest so that we don't get the people going back to those places to go and do the mining. So that's one aspect I said and our aim is that when such people are arrested, we can also do reclamation quickly so that the land is not left there for people to also get the opportunity to enter into that place over there. So we are looking at all that. Now, one other aspect I can say, mining equipment na wo anya pancha oko dakujumani na normal mining ton sa equipment no. We are trying to liaise with the GRA Yoku and see how we can also do that part of the fight. That's what
20th of March 2025. NIA story say government disbands 26 community mining scheme with immediate effect. And let me read quickly. I'll say government has disbanded all community, not some, has disbanded all community mining schemes with immediate effect. Mr. Emmanuel Ama Kofibua, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, announced this during a news briefing in Accra. The minister said all the existing community mining schemes were only in the name, although the basis for their establishment was to benefit the community. In that regard, the minister said the community mining schemes would be replaced with mining cooperative after due diligence had been conducted with the involvement of the community members so that the people will be properly represented. The decision to disband the community mining scheme follows an interim report issued by an 18-member working committee set up by government last month to review the current licensing regime and recommend a comprehensive strategy to tackle the illegal mining menace. The minister said the working committee finding indicated that although the mining scheme were to benefit the social community or the local communities, however, this is not the case. So, meanwhile, government has also revoked all small-scale mining licenses granted after December 7, 2024 by the immediate past government. And to say, community mining, meaning say Ashanti region, edoso pa, they say abai say, any kwanso be a community mining beam. And no sa namon so mate na mutu ho anamon.
Yeah, communication. We are as part of the task force, your mineral commission and NDC as part of the task force. So they have given us that database. So what happened was that community mining concept, which was okay to help the community all benefit from it. It became an avenue where you use it to reward party cronies to share almost all the community mining at the mine MPP 12 in addition monster our communities now which were supposed to benefit from it were not benefiting from it. And one dangerous aspect was that we were not doing responsible mining. We were going around doing this same illegal Galamseyers type of mining and not more yet. And Tabawe, we are coming from a cooperative credit. And I don't even say cooperative credit, it's a group of people who register under one name, then they are given that facility. That gold board is going to help them get that facility, the equipment, and to do responsible mining. And the mining sector, also the most important part of it, if you are not supervising or following up on it, that's when people start to go astray. Now we are setting up a supervision mechanism. This new one, I think, with our help and with your help, we can check them for them to do responsible mining. So the fight against Galamseyers, it is just 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Galamseyers. Also, we got videos, we got old videos. But it's just 3 months, and we are fighting this Galamseyers every day.
Captain Jabari, Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, me person Busa and Sanya we. You bet me any assurance through Jose Galamseyers fight no. You bet me akon under John Dramani Mahama, Ashanti Regional Chapter.
The most important fight of what we need is the political will in any fight that will come. The was that political backing now. The beauty for yesterday, Jumana, Ubianti Mamma Fro say guy, and as a men in a Buama Santoko apostle. And I can tell you, with my regional minister, my lands minister, and the president has given us that full backing that anybody who calls us in the line of our work, we should ignore that call. So that political will is there. Or that political bank is there. So that political will is there. So we don't have any problem. And we are going to accomplish our mission which have been given to the best of our ability.
Metiwasia, say Captain Jabari, Enam, Forest War, Eden Necre, Bois for dear Wobra, ye didi wo, Kumasi ha. Na o kwakutu obi a oye Galamseyers. Unya call be in free Ashanti region na John Mahama say order from above Munjai.
There besides the one this is a mama Nanka the frame and Nancy Minister and the frame and a regional minister and the frame, but no other person can call me. And those people are not ready to put their political power on the line. So I don't expect to get any call from anybody.
Na say one now woman any nani na minsu no so
That's the second phase of it. You see, we are forest for now. We are back on the wood, and on mining along the wood network. That's our second phase of the operation after we are going to start it in NX.
Now, they say water guards, no, you be wahana, umudi be abrem.
But you'll be number 1 year.
Ah, Captain. Now, before Sober Corners, they say KJT ono nso ye security zone KJT eja hyehyɛ ne ndia akoso no ɛdeɛ na moye to ensure say there's sanity so far.
Nana, the measure safety, Momo vendors, it was a gang via normally Momo vendors for tour, Sebi, normal 81 Momo vendor after the another, especially those who were having a lot of catch or pretty with a lot of catch, Sebi, or my rated Katrema who say, pretty with a lot of money. Guy no work that as squad at no pool. We catch the amount of money he had on his mobile line was over 600,000 Ghana cedis. No need Jane phone another day. So he was specially targeted for that. Abana no war Tafu almost targeted. He was operating with so much cash. And I can tell you that as of today, each single member of the gang or anybody who benefited from the transfer of the money in the woman's SIM card has been apprehended by National Security and the Ghana Police Service. So that gang has been quite completely wiped out from the region. Next one, 2 years, fire. They are picking intelligence. It's something being perpetuated by a group of young men. Video crowded. These are the fire service one for a conclusive report on what started the fire. But we are still looking at that angle. Say it is also being operated by a team and nothing for food a shade. So all those angles are being looked at. So I'm telling you that the security of Ashanti region is very important for the NDC. And anything that pops up, we work tirelessly to keep it out as soon as it happens.
One of my concern is your street lights. Aba and so you can near jai Kumasi ayesum minim se wo de ote ya ayesum enti street light dey ebosuma na se dey anwumre yentimi nya light yes
and we also do nya ne kata amakon ni ne kata
se me ka che security issue
me ne kata ye dey be kono complete but we dey
se me nia no so na me busa we me nia no ade me nia no na me ka che so okay asa wo pe asa ma ka che nya me na ade anam ba bi foforo.
Unya Frank, I know he's working on it recently. For one company beyond this administrator on one side, but I have to do a research and find out from that aspect. It's not within on my deck. I have to find out for me. But Unya, this anyway, I not swafter not only about the
Mate, Ibeja na money adwuma nso nti time ni nso duru ho na wa mama tade na no kunwura mu ho.
But that's it.
Captain Jabari